Here's something most people don't think about. Every single time you open a browser, any browser, that browser is basically broadcasting a fingerprint, your device type, your font, your screen resolution, your time zone, your graphic card, all of it. And platforms like Facebook, TikTok, Google, and every major crypto exchange, they're actually reading that fingerprint every single session. So when you are actually managing multiple accounts, whether that's running several social media profile or doing Web3 airdrops, running ads for clients, or you're actually managing an e-commerce operation. So platforms don't just block you by IP, they flag you by identity. And if you actually spot two accounts coming from the same digital fingerprint, both accounts actually go down. So that's the problem we're actually going to be looking at in today's video. We're going to be looking at a tool that is actually built to solve this problem, and it's called BitBrowser. So it's an anti-detector browser, and I've actually spent time actually using it. So this is a real walkthrough, not just a surface level overview. So let's get right into it. Alright, so first of all, what actually is an anti-detector browser? So you want to actually think of it like this. A normal browser like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, they all share your real device identity with every single website you visit. That's actually fine for everyday browsing, but the moment you are actually trying to operate multiple accounts at scale, that shared identity becomes a liability. So BitBrowser actually works by creating isolated browser profile, each with its own completely unique fingerprint, different operating system simulation, different screen resolution, different fonts, and different time zone, different WebGL and Canvas signature. Every parameter that platforms use to identify you is independently set per profile. Okay, here's the key thing. These aren't just cookies being cleared. This is at the browser kernel level. So each profile runs on either Chrome or Firefox engine separately, as if it's a completely different physical device. Okay, so now the use cases for this are broader than you might actually think. Obviously the crypto crowd knows about tools like this. Okay, so if you are doing Web3 airdrops or interacting with multiple wallets across different protocols, account isolation isn't optional, it's actually survivor. Okay, but it's just as relevant if you are a social media agency managing 10 clients Instagram account, or running TikTok ads across multiple ad accounts, or you're actually doing affiliate marketing across different platforms. So basically, if you have ever lost an account because the platform detected it was linked to another account you operate, this is the category of tool that prevents that. Let's quickly talk about pricing, because honestly this is where BitBrowser has a pretty strong argument against its competitor. So there's actually a free plan, not just a 7-day trial for free, okay, but a permanent free plan that actually gives you 10 browser profiles. So if you are an individual just getting started with multiple account management, you can actually run this tool for zero cost and decide if it actually works for you before committing to anything. Okay, the starter plan comes in around $10 to $15 a month for up to 50 to 100 profile, which is quite reasonable. So the professional plan is at around $25 to $2,500 a month, which actually unlocks 200 to 30,000 profiles for you, full API access and team sub accounts. That level is where agency and larger crypto operations are actually living. So one thing I want to flag, and this is worth knowing, they also have something called cloud phone, which I actually show you in a moment. Okay, but these cloud phones are built separately on a pay as you go basis, starting roughly at 3 cents per 24 hours of use. So it's very accessible. Okay, so you want to remember this new users actually get 10 free permanent profiles on sign up, no credit card required. Okay, so this is the BitBrowser dashboard. Once you download the client, it's actually available on Windows and Mac OS, and create your account. So this is what you are looking at. Okay, so on the left sidebar we actually have got the main navigation, the browser profile, the cloud phone, proxy IP team management. We have the automation and setting. We'll actually walk you through the most important ones. So your profile list lives in the center here. So if you are on the free plan, you will actually have the capacity for 10 profiles. So each row shows you the profile name, the browser engine it's actually running, the proxy assigned to it, and when it was last open. Okay, you can actually let BitBrowser auto generate a randomized but realistic fingerprint for you, which is what most people do. Or you can actually manually set your parameter if you need to match a specific device and profile. So let me just show you how to create a new profile. So you want to click on browser profile and get this setup screen here. So you want to fill these details. Okay, so just follow along, okay, on each step. Right, so now I'm going to give this the name UK social media. Okay, and the tag, I'm going to give this UK social media as well. And the group, this is going to be named demo group, or you can just leave this blank. And the platform, you can choose any platform, but let's go with YouTube this time. And you want to add your username. You can actually use your Gmail, your email here as a username, and you also want to add your password. Okay, so let it be something unique to you only. Okay, then once you're done with all of this information, you want to tick on verify by username, and you want it on multi opening setting. Okay, so I am going to skip the so far key, and you want to add the remark. Okay, but you can actually skip the cookie box. So you can go ahead to copy and add your platform URL here. So we want to leave the proxy at custom, and also choose the proxy type. So this can be HTTPS or HTTP or stocks. So I actually went ahead to choose stocks. Okay, all right, so this is important. A profile without a proxy is only half the equation. So the fingerprint actually hides your device identity, but the proxy hides your IP. So you need both for proper account isolation. Okay, so to get your free proxy, we want to go to the website web share. So this actually gives you access to 10 proxy lists for free, which is actually great for the free 10 profile that is actually given to you also by BitBrowser. Okay, so you just want to copy the proxy address, the port, and paste. Okay, the username and the password. Okay, so now you want to scroll down and select the version of your device. This could be Windows or Mac OS. Then you want to leave every other thing below as default, and you want to hit on confirm. Okay, and after a few seconds, here is our added browser profile down here. So what we just did, we just configured the fingerprint and parameter, the operating system, screen resolution, time zone, language, and geolocation. Okay, so now let's quickly take a look at another way you can add proxy for easy access. So we need to go back to the website where we actually got our free proxy account. All right, so now you want to select on 10, or you just tick the exact number you need. So I'm just going to tick on 5 and click on the download here. Then you want to open the proxy document you just downloaded, and go ahead and copy all the proxy. Then you want to go back to your BitBrowser dashboard and click on proxy, and on the sidebar. Okay, so you want to click on this arrowhead here, and you want to select batch add. Okay, so once this page opens, you want to go ahead and paste in all the proxy you just copied, and here you want to confirm. Okay, so now we have all our 5 proxy links down here. Okay, so now you want to go back to your browser profile page. Then click on add, then add your profile name, type, group, platform, username, password, and the URL, just as we did before. Okay, but when you actually get to the proxy method, this time you don't want to select custom, you need to select proxy management. So from here you can easily select a proxy that was actually linked earlier. So you can actually leave every other details as default. Then you want to go ahead and hit on confirm. Okay, and just like that, we just added a second profile with different fingerprints. Alright, so now I'm actually going to go ahead and create 3 more profiles off screen. Then we're actually going to move to the next thing, which is the cloud phone feature, which is just added to BitBrowser. Once you actually save your profile, the profile actually appears in your list. So you want to go ahead and hit open, and it actually launches automatically, as a different browser window, which is super great. Okay, so from the website perspective, this actually looks like a brand new device that has never been seen before. So you need to remember that BitBrowser actually supports HTTP, HTTPS, and stocks 5, okay, and SSH process. So you need to paste in your proxy host, the ports, the other credentials, and you want to hit detect, and it will actually verify if your IP and location is actually available. So we're moving to the next thing. Next thing you should take note is that BitBrowser has a feature called Cloud Phone. So this is actually a virtual Android environment that actually runs in the cloud and integrates directly with your profile setup. So what this actually means in practice, some platforms actually require mobile verification, or they actually behave differently on mobile versus desktop. So with Cloud Phone, you can get a virtual Android device with its own carrier simulation, SIM identity, and sensor data that you can actually connect to your BitBrowser profile. Okay, then you want to add your profile name, your type, your group, platform username, password, URL, just as just a similar step to creating a browser profile. Okay, and once you fill all of those information, then you want to go ahead and click on confirm. So you can actually install the app from Google Play or sideload APKs. Okay, so the billing actually starts about 3 cents per 24 hours. So you're not going to break the bank. It's very, very affordable. So it's unlike the monthly plan. Once a monthly plan actually expires, you get to renew. So this one, as long as you are not making use of it, your credit remains for you. So that's very guaranteed. Okay, so we're looking at the next thing, which is team management. So if actually running a agency or working with a team, the professional plan and above actually gives you sub account management. So you can actually add team members, set on which profile they have access to, and you can actually assign them quotas and control permissions. So you can actually have a team of 5 people, each working on their assigned them set of profiles, without being able to touch each other's work. Okay, which is really great. Is BitBrowser worth using? So here's my honest take. The tool is genuinely capable. The fingerprints isolation is solid. The cloud and phone feature is something competitors don't all have, and the free plan being permanent, not a trial, is a real differentiator. So the pricing is noticeably more accessible than some of the older players in this space, like multi-login or go login, which actually makes it a legitimate option if you have been priced out of those tools, or you are a new person, or you're just starting out. Okay, so a few things to be aware of though. First, the quality of your process actually matters as much as the browser itself. So BitBrowser actually handles the fingerprint side. The IP side is on you. So if you're actually pairing this with a lower quality data center process, you're actually going to hit detection issues regularly of how good the fingerprint masking is. So you want to invest in residential or mobile process if you are doing anything serious. And second, if you're actually doing it at scale, maybe 50 to 100 profiles open simultaneously, you want to test your hardware limit first. It's actually a resource intensive operation, no matter which anti-detect browser you actually use. Okay, and third, I am actually going to say this clearly. Any tool like this needs to be used responsibly. So if you're actually running multiple legitimate accounts for a business, managing client social media profiles, doing QA testing, or operating across different crypto wallets you actually own, all of that is completely fine. Okay, but using it to spam people or to do anything deceptive is actually on you and not on the tool. So you want to use it for legitimate operations only. Okay, all right, so with that saying, if you are in the crypto and web3 space doing airdrops and multi-wallet operations, or you are a share media agency, managing multiple clients accounts, and you've actually been doing it the risky way up till now, then BitBrowser is what is yours. Look, okay, so I'm actually going to be leaving the link in the description of this video and in the comment section for easy access. Okay, so just go check it out and let me know how it actually works for you in the comment section. Okay, so I really appreciate you watching to this moment. Okay, so if you actually found this video useful, you want to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification button, and because I cover AI tools, automations, and anything that actually moves the needle for people building online and cryptocurrencies. And also like the video, and I'm going to see you in the next one.